right, guys. Well, welcome. I'm so glad that we could be here this morning. We've got a really nice fluid class today. We're going to be kind of working through a series of exercises, different parts of our body. We're going to be taking our 45 seconds and our 15-second kind of transition time. Make sure you have some weights near you where you can modify if you need to add more or take away, as well as make sure you've got your strap. If you don't have a strap, it's no problem. We'll just use some weights. We're going to start with our warm-up. So let's just take a couple of deep breaths in. Just kind of inviting just that, I don't know, bringing our body here, just being in this space. And just allow your arms to flow in. I'm just going to mute everybody so that we don't have to worry about any background sounds. And you guys continue moving. Perfect. Beautiful. Couple more, just inviting that breath into the body, maybe softening through the knees. And then as you're ready, let us take our hands out to the side. I'm just going to create some gentle circles and just inviting some movement through the shoulder joint and just taking your time to just kind of warm up that space. And invite a little bit of a bend of the knee here so our feet are not locked. Belly is pulled in, maybe noticing where your low back is. Good. And then let's reverse the other way. Try to soften through the neck area as we're creating our circles. So we're not straining through the neck to create these circles. We're just using the shoulder girdle and the shoulder joint and the muscles around there. Beautiful. And then as you're ready, bring your hands to the side, externally rotate them, bring them behind you if that's available, and interlace the fingers. If it's not available, simply place your hands on your hips. We're just going to gently open up through the heart, guide the shoulder blades back and down, just inviting a little bit of activation through the shoulder blades. Oh, that just feels so great. And then as you're ready, release your hands to the side. We're going to guide the right hand up and over. And as you're ready, exhale down into a gentle side bend, just opening up through the right side of the body, pressing down through that right hip. So we want to stay long, so we're not compressing anything in our hips or in our sacrum. I want to keep the space within the vertebrae nice and long. And then as you're ready, guide the right hand down, slide it down and extend the arm and just gently allow your body weight to just reach over to the side. Again, stay long through the vertebrae. And then as you're ready, come back through center. We're going to interlace the fingers and press the palms away from us, round the shoulders, and drop the chin in towards the chest just to give the neck a little bit of a stretch. And then release the hands out to the side. Great. Now we're going to move through a little bit of hip mobilization. So anchor your left foot into the floor. We're just going to open up the hip. And as you're doing so, try to keep the pelvis fairly stable and try not to go outside of your range of motion. So just try to loosen up through the hip joint. Beautiful. And then let's reverse our circle. Come around the other way. Maybe feeling a little crick and crack there. I know I am, especially on one side. Just try to loosen up the joints. Beautiful. And last one. Beautiful. And bring the right foot down. We're going to do the same on the other side. Open up. Oh, Amber got kicked out. And just invite a little bit of rotation there. Nice. Beautiful. And then reverse your circle, opposite direction. Now we're trying to just watch that we're not moving too much through the hip. so that we're not kind of shifting our weight into that opposite hip. Perfect. And then bring that left leg all the way down. We're going to bring the right knee in towards the chest. Give the glutes a little stretch here. Try to stay tall. If you need some support from a wall, go ahead and grab it. And then bring that right leg down and bring the left leg in. All right, nice job. Bring it all the way down. Now we're going to move into some squats. The first round we're going to do just with body weight. Then we're going to invite a little bit of weight into the next round. So we're just going to do some straight up front squats. Feet are going to be a little wider than hip distance apart. And I want you to specifically focus on when you're lifting up, you're weighting your body into your heels. So you're really using the glutes to lift you up as well as the hamstrings. But we want to focus on the glutes here. And all too often we end up using our hamstrings or other muscles like our back to kind of help us lift ourselves up. When we're going to come down, we're going to lift our weight into the heels and come down. You might even notice if you lift up your toes slightly in your shoes, it's going to turn on the muscles in the glutes. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Just down and then press back up. Now I got my toes lifted as I'm just trying to really focus on using my glutes here. And I'm not trying to squeeze them like I'm trying to break a penny, but I am trying to use them actively. And my upper body is long. And you're noticing that lift coming from the hamstrings. Your belly is long and pulled in, and your back is long. Working the quads. And as you're lifting, you're being really active through the quadriceps here. So there's a nice lift from the knee. The knees are tracking with the toes. We got 10 seconds left. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. So I don't know if you noticed the difference there. I know for me, I tend to use my hamstrings a little more. Now I really want us to try to really focus on using the glutes, quads, as well as the hamstrings. They're obviously going to be involved there. Now we're going to go into a weighted front lunge. So grab your weights. Now, if you've got any sort of knee issues, and going into a front lunge does not work because that will put a little bit of pressure in the knee joint, I want you to do a reverse lunge, and you'll stabilize through that front leg. So reverse lunges will anchor in through the left. You're going to come back, but you're going to keep that front knee over the ankle. Front lunges, we're going to shift our weight forward and find that stabilization in the front knee. Now, if there's any issues with this movement, I want you to come into a high lunge, and you can bend down just small little bends here, just to kind of get that activation through the quads. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm starting with my right leg. And it doesn't have to be a huge lunge here. I think what you want to be careful for is that when you're coming down, your foot is landing and your knee is not reaching over the toes. Got some weights just holding onto the side of my body. Trying to keep my back nice and lengthened. And I'm really using my glutes, my quads here. And you want to think of this as a really functional movement because at the end of the day, this is what we do all day long, right? We walk, we climb stairs, we make this very similar movement, maybe not such a giant step. So you want to make sure the mechanics are nicely aligned. Your legs are aligned, your knees are aligned. Good, last 3, 2, let's give 1 for good measure. Beautiful. Nice job. Now, switching over to the other side, left side. Gonna step forward, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So my back foot, as it's coming forward, My hips are square to the front. There's no rotation. I'm coming up onto the ball of my back foot. My heel is slightly lifting. Nice job. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit of warmth building in the body. Make sure to honor how you're feeling. If you're feeling tired or your legs are starting to get fatigued, take a little break and get back into it. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Nice job, guys. All right, shake off those ankles. Shake off the feet. All right, grab some water if you need anything. We're going to move into our side lunges. So we've done some sagittal movement front and back. Now we're going to move to the side and work the inner thighs. So we're going to start through center. We're going to come into a side lunge and we're going to kind of land in a bit of a squat position, if you will. Now I'm going to bring my foot out kind of on an angle so that when I come down, my knee is going to track with my toes. If it's forward, you can do that too. Just make sure your toes are tracking, okay? All right, so starting through center, grab your weight. You're going to hold it right at your chin if that works for you, or you can hold them in your hands, whatever feels right. All right, starting with our right leg over to the side. 3, 2, 1, here we go. And back through center. Now, as we're coming into this movement, we're really trying to keep our back long. And if you feel like the lunge to the side is a little too long, shorten it up. Just watch the knee placement. Working a lot of the adductors here, the inner thighs. Beautiful. Nice job, guys. Think about you're coming down through the center here. Not leaning too much into the knee, as much as stabilizing and then coming down. Good. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Beautiful. Shake that off. Good job. Now, we're going to work on the other side. Weight is just there for a little bit of an extra challenge. Starting with the left foot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Beautiful. Woo. A little balance there. My tailbone is shifting back. My chest is long and lifted. So just see that you're holding that space. Nice job, Donna. Nice job, Jean. Great, Amber. Beautiful. Nice. Woo. Beautiful. You got it. 20 seconds left. Last 10. Almost there. Fantastic. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, let's take a little water break. Grab whatever you need. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So we're going to go into some bicep curls, but we're going to do it in an isometric lunge position, a high lunge, so not a low lunge. So grab your weights and we're going to start with our right foot back and our left foot forward. So right foot's going to come back and going to be flat on the floor. Right knee is stacked right on top of the ankle. I'm nice and tall. It's a very high lunge. So usually, many times we go really deep. Not today. Today we're going to keep it nice and short. Front knee stacked, and we're going to hold this position, and we're going to go into some hammer curls. So what you want to make sure is that back foot is on the ball, and your foot's not angled out. That's going to put a lot of compression on your SI joint, and you want to keep your hips and knees aligned here. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and bring it up. Now, feel free to go up a little bit on resistance on these hammer curls. They do feel a little different than regular bicep curls. Might have a little more room to add a little bit of resistance. And use your breath here. Make sure to breathe really nice and deep in through the belly and exhale out. I am really taking my time today. I am not rushing, and I feel every single fiber of my bicep right now. Good job. You've got it. Last 10. Keep your torso lifted. Make sure that you're active through the belly. You're not holding your belly, but you're just staying active there because you want to be able to breathe. Last 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And release. Now, we're going to go into a high lunge on the other side. This time we're going to go into a bit of a row. So, front knee is forward. I'm going to shorten my stance just a little. Front knee is bent. But this time we're going to come into a gentle lean forward. Not huge, not down here. Just that little bit. If you see my back is right aligned with my foot, my leg, I want you there as well. Arms are forward, and then we're going to row it in. And keep the elbows tucked into your side body. So watch that you're not doing this. Keep it tucked in. Again, I'm taking a really nice pace here. My back foot is forward, not angled. And I'm feeling that activation through the back shoulder blades. You want to work the traps here. Keep going. Now, back is long. Keep your chin pulled up. Good. Nice job, guys. 10 seconds left. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Fantastic. All right, shake that off. Beautiful. All right. Now we're going to go into a reverse fly. You might want to adjust your resistance here. So we're going to go into a semi-squat to a fly to a front raise. So working the shoulders again. Then we're going to come up to standing. We're going to go into a tricep kickback to work the triceps. So draw a couple of different weights there depending on where we're at. I typically go pretty low on my flies just because I got the shoulder impingement, so I can't really lift heavy weights. So make sure you adjust it to make it work for you. So back into your semi-squat here, and you're just going to hold this squat. You're going to shift your weight back into your heels. That will start to get your bum turned on. Lift your toes if you want to, just to make that activation even more prominent. Back is long, and arms are waiting right in front. Here we go. We're going to open and close. Open and close. Then we're going to go into our front raises halfway. Nice, good. Now I'd love for everybody's chin to be slightly lifted and in alignment with the rest of your spine. So if your head is knocking down towards the floor, I want you to lift it up. Turn your gaze forward. Chin is in that L shape from your chin to your chest. Good. Last 3, 2, and then 1. Now we're going to bring our arms down and lift and lower. So nothing is moving in my upper body here. My rib cage is not popping. My back is long. Drawing in through my belly to keep my pelvis nicely aligned. Not rushing. Feeling my posterior deltoid, so the muscles right behind the shoulder, as well as my lats. My lats are working here too. Good. Last 8. You've got it. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Stretch out your body. Woo, nice job. Fantastic. Now I'm going to switch weights, and I'm going to go into my tricep extension with a little bit of a heavier weight. So we're going to come back into that semi-squat. If you feel like your legs are getting a little tired here, then don't do it. Do it standing with just a gentle forward fold and a little bend in the knee. You don't have to come too far down, okay? So feet are nice and hip distance apart. Weight shifted into the heels. Bend your knees, lift forward. Elbows tuck in and kick it back. That's it. Now I want you to notice where your back is here. If your tailbone's lifting up and you feel an arch in your back, I want you to pull the tailbone in slightly. Pull your belly in a little bit. You really want to try to always avoid any sort of compression in the low back. We want to strengthen our abdominals to help support the low back and really stabilize the spine. You've got it, guys. 15 seconds left. I chose a heavy weight. I'm kind of regretting it now. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Beautiful. Holy moly. I felt that. All right. Okay, so now we're going to finish off with some side raises. Both legs are down on the floor, and we're going to lift to about shoulder height and then back down. And as you're going to come down, I want you to think about pressing into your armpits, and then lift and then press down, and then inhale, exhale to lift, inhale to press down, okay? Grab a moderate resistance here. So roll the shoulder blades back and down. Belly is drawn in, slight little bend of the knee here. Here we go. We're going to open and then press down through the armpits. In and down. Now I've gone really light, probably a little too light. But I'm doing that really to support my shoulder that's kind of funky. This feels good. I'm not struggling against the resistance, but I feel like my muscles are working. And what you don't want to do is be able to have to muscle through it all and, find that shift. You want to be able to feel that control and that ability to really turn on the muscles as you lift and lower them without struggling to power through it. That's where we get injured. Beautiful. 15 seconds. Nice job. Excellent. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, nice job. Even with this lower weight, I start to feel that all the way through my shoulders. That was great. Fantastic. All right, now we're going to finish off with, I think I said that was my last one, but it wasn't. I'm a liar. Elbows in. So elbows in relationship to the shoulder are here. You're going to press halfway and then back down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. All right, keep going. We're going to double time it in about 15 seconds. Keep your elbows tucked in. Work in the biceps, work in the triceps and the shoulders here. We're going to double time in 3, 2, 1. We're going to pick up that pace. Up and down. Up and down. You've got it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, nice job. Beautiful. All right, let's slowly make our way down onto the floor. We're going to come into all fours. We're going to work through some glute work here. So we're going to go into our sunbirds. Make sure you grab some water. All right. So starting off in your all fours position, And I know I always cue the position of this every single time we do it just because it's so important that we make sure that our back is aligned. So feet are hip distance apart, and you're shifting slightly back so that your hips and your knees are aligned and your spine is nice and long. Hands are pressing into the floor, and you're really keeping nice and supported through the shoulder girdle. Left foot is going to come slightly in towards center just to support the weight of your body. And then we're going to bring the right foot up to 90 degrees. Now, what you want to avoid is any sort of lifting of the right hip. Your hip is staying square down to the floor, and you're just flexing through the heel. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1, and lift. Belly is drawn in, back is long. And we're just working that glute max. I mean, we're working a whole ton of muscles here, right? Because hamstrings are working, hip extensors are working. And what you'll notice is my back is actually nothing's moving outside of my right leg. And I'm doing these little pulses, and I can feel my glute here on fire. Beautiful. Last 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! All right, so we're going to go into the left side. Make sure your belly's pulled in. Now, if you feel anything in your low back, tuck your tail slightly under. Bring your right foot in towards center a little bit just to stabilize. Left foot is nice and flexed. And then we're going to lift and lower. Keep your hips square to the floor, nice and parallel. Don't lose that connection in your shoulders here. So what I mean is don't let your shoulder blades start to glide together. You want to stay active through the shoulders, very mindful of the positioning of our body. Nice job, guys. Keep it going. Reach to the crown, reach to the tailbone. Beautiful. 10 seconds left. Keep that glute turned on. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest the knee down. Press your hips back onto your heels. Just give your back and your glutes a little stretch here. Nice. Now, let's come on to our sits bones. And if you have that strap, go ahead and grab it, please. If you don't have a strap, I want you to take a light weight. I've got a 3-pounder here. This would be a good one. If you got 2, 3, that would probably be what I would take if you have that available. Now, before we begin, comfortable here on your sits bones. If you feel like extending your legs here a little tight on the hamstrings or the hip flexors, I want you to take a pillow and I want you to boost yourself up a little bit. It's going to give you a little more space, and it's going to feel more accessible to be able to extend your spine a little longer and feel really nice and supported through your spine. So feel free to do that. If you need to bend your knees because your hamstrings are a little tight, go ahead and do that. All right, I'm going to take my strap and I'm going to place it at the sole of my feet. And we're going to crisscross the strap so that there's an X. I think you can see it in maybe my image number 2. My legs want to pull in because I've got that strap wanting to bring it in, but I want to stay nice and active through the heels. Now, you're going to want to be able to make sure you've got some resistance in the straps. So if it feels too loose, I want you to tighten up that strap. Now, staying long through the spine, we're going to begin to take the left arm and we're going to open up and twist. A small little twist towards the left side and then back through center. And open and through center. Now, what you don't want to do is move your pelvis. Pelvis is staying stuck in space. Only the upper thoracic spine is rotating. And rotate. Beautiful. And open. Good. We've got 2 more. Beautiful. Now you're going to come back through center. Now you're going to keep your spine elongated. You're going to move your left arm open but without the rotation, and then back through center. Open and back through center. Spine is lifted. Try to stay tall. Beautiful. Last 10 seconds. Open up. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Now, that top strap, if your right strap was underneath, I want you to bring your, whichever one you're going to, the strap, I want the top strap for the right arm. I want it to be on top and the bottom one to be on the bottom. I should have told you that first round. Sorry. So we're going to go to the right side now. So keeping your feet flexed, your spine is long. Right arm is going to pull. We're going to twist and then back through center. Twist and back through center. Now, watch that your sits bones aren't shifting. You're pressing into the weight of the strap into your feet. So you're staying nice and active there and just twisting through the upper spine. And you always want to think about keeping the spine aligned and spacious. So create that space for yourself. Good. Last 2 more rotations, and then we're going to do our pull or our shoulder pull without the rotation. Come back through center, stay long, pull the belly in, and then lift and back. Left shoulder's not shifting forward, it's square. Clavicles are wide. Nice job, guys. You look so good. Good. Last 10 seconds. Beautiful. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Now, take the straps. You're going to open them up and you're going to hold them in both hands. Now, feet are going to come together. We're going to go into a half roll down. We're using the strap. So arms are extended out long. You're sitting up tall on your sits bones. As you're going to exhale, you're going to pull your belly in, start to round over your sits bones. Now, your straps are going to feel really nice and tight here. Chest is lifted. I want you to exhale and use your abs to control yourself and not let the straps pull you back, but you're almost working against that resistance here. Here we go. Exhale, roll back. You're going to find enough of that half roll back to work, turn on the abs, and then pull yourself up using the abs to control as you lift back to a lengthened spine. Exhale, half roll down. Reach through the heels. Exhale, pull yourself back. And half roll down. And lift all the way up. Good. We've got 2 more like this. Then we're going to do half and half. I'll explain that. And reach back. And all the way back up to a seated position. Now, as you're ready, exhale, roll down past your sits bones. Then I want you to come up halfway and then halfway back down. And halfway and back down. Reach through your heels. Use your low abs to pull you up. Try not to round through your spine. Beautiful. Not using that strap. The strap, you're trying to work against the resistance here, both on the lowering as well as the lifting. Keep going for 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And come all the way back up. Take that strap, set it over to the side. I'm going to come down right onto your back. Bring your knees in towards your chest and try to shift your weight side to side so you have a little bit of space through the low back. Maybe even find a bit of length through the tailbone away from the crown. We're going to take the left leg and bring it towards our knee as the right leg is going to extend out long. And then we're going to come into a forward flexion. Lower the right leg and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Now take your hands, place them behind the head, and lower and lift. Lower, stay lifted, and lift. Now I'm not coming all the way down to the floor. I'm really kind of bringing my foot about 1.5 feet above the floor here. My leg is nice and active. I'm reaching and pulling up. Lower and lift. Good. We've got 2 more. And then last one. Bring the right leg up. Bend the right knee. Extend the left. Stay lifted. Lower and lift. Chin is lifted. Remember that half roll down. Where was that work coming from? It was coming from the low abs. This as well. You're not trying to use the hip flexors now. Hip flexors are obviously going to be working, but the primary sense of control is coming from the abs. Last 3, 2, last 1, and lift. Bend your knees. Bring them to about a 90 degree. You're going to bring your knees, slightly lift the sacrum off the ground, and come back through neutral. Exhale, lift, and down, and lift. Now I've got a really micro reverse crunch happening, and I'm using my abdominals to lift my pelvis up, and down, and down. Keep going. Fantastic. Beautiful. Almost there. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Beautiful. Bring your feet down to the floor. Rest your head down onto the floor. We're going to go into oblique crisscross, but our feet are going to remain flat on the floor. So beginning with your neutral spine, little arch in the low back, pelvis is flat. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, rotate right towards left without moving the pelvis. Back through center, and then over to the other side. Back through center. And we're doing this so that we make sure our sacrum, our joints are not getting compressed. The spine is working to stabilize the pelvis always. And we don't want to use the low back. We want to use the obliques here. You've got it. 10 more seconds. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Great job, everyone. Excellent. All right, as you're ready, come all the way up. Now we're going to run through the next segment. We're going to start right away. So grab some water. I'm going to get right into it. So, first round, we didn't do weights on our squats. This round, if you want to and if it feels appropriate, grab weights. We're just going to hold them in an isometric hold. So we're not actually going to be doing anything with the weights. We're just going to be holding them and offering a little challenge to the body. So take your weights. All right, feet are hip distance apart. Think back about shifting your weight into your heels. I'll give it another 5 or 6 seconds. Get everybody settled and ready here. Staying tall and lifted through the spine. And then here we go. Down and back up. Again, coming back to that place of really focusing on the glutes. quads. Really feel a little difference as I lift my toes. Beautiful. Almost there. You've got it. Last 10. Beautiful. Nice job, guys. Good. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Fantastic. All right, shake that off. You're going to take one weight. No, that's not true. Sorry. Yes, take one weight. We'll do our side lunges, then we'll do our front lunges. All right, so starting with your weight at your chin, you're starting at center on your mat, and then we're going to come over to the side and then back up. All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Remember to stay long through the torso. Toe is angled out. You're pressing off that leading leg. Now, if there's any sort of compression going on here, I want you to shorten your stance, maybe not come down so hard, or low, I should say. You want to stay long through the spine, so don't forget that connection of staying lifted. Almost feel like you've got this plumb line reaching from your crown up to the sky. Beautiful. We've got 5 seconds left. Keep going. All right, last one. And back through center. Well done. Watch as well. There's a little external rotation going on with that leading leg. Make sure that it doesn't go too far so you're not compressing. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and down. And lift. You've got it. Stay long through the spine. As you're coming down, your tailbone's coming down, but not feather. You're not sticking out your feathers. You're trying to keep the tailbone aligned without arching the low back. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Beautiful. All right, so moving into our lunges. You can choose to do a front lunge. You can choose to do a reverse lunge. You can choose to do an isometric lunge, whereby you're not moving but just holding onto the lunge and dropping down through that back leg. So just decide what works for you. Starting, if you are doing front lunges at the base of your mat, front foot's going to come forward. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Doesn't have to be a giant step, but it has to be wide enough so that when your knee lands, it lands right above the ankle. Spine is long. It's going to help center your gravity so that you're not losing your balance. Beautiful. Nice job, guys. Beautiful. 10 seconds left. Watch if that back foot's not shifting and changing positioning. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the bottom of your mat, wherever you're at. All right, starting with your left foot. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So watch with that front foot. You're using the quad to kind of bring you back. The quad of the front, and then the support as you shift your weight into your right foot to kind of help you the other way. So it's almost like it's a half and half here. Your left leg begins the process. The right leg finishes it as you come back. Beautiful. Last 10 seconds. You got it. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Whew. Beautiful. So next round, we're going to go into that isometric lunge with the bicep curls and then the rows. So we're not going to be moving our legs, we're going to be moving our upper body. So grab your weights. All right. So left leg's going to come forward, right leg is going to come back. Short stance, high lunge. So I'm pressing down through my right foot and both my feet are parallel. All right. So lean forward, front knee is right on top of the ankle, and go into your hammer curls. Elbows tucked into the side. You're controlling the lift as well as controlling the lowering. So watch your belly's pulled in, tailbone slightly tucked under. Keep going. You've got it. Almost there. Good. Last 10 seconds. You've got it. Last 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Shift your right foot forward. Left leg is going to come back. First, make sure you've got your footing. Now this time, we're going to come into a gentle forward fold. Back is aligned with the rest of my legs. Hands are facing each other. Elbows are tucked in as we row it in. Here we go. Really watch that front foot. And I only say that because I just noticed my knee was shifting back. It just puts a lot of strain on the joint. Shoulder blades are gliding together. Keep going. Last 12 seconds. You've got it. We're almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Nice job. Okay, let those weights come down. If you did go a little heavier on those ones, next we're going to go into our flies to our front raises. So you're going to want something maybe a little bit more moderate. So I'll show you from a front view. We're going into a semi-squat. Well, we're going into an isometric squat. So knees are going to bend, hips are going to jut back, back is going to be long. We're going to go into our flies. Feet are hip distance apart, shift your weight into your heels. Here we go. You've got it. Now we're going half and half. So half of the flies, and then the other half are going to be front raises. You've got it. Keep going. In 5, we're going to switch it up. 3, 2, and 1. Hands are forward and lift. I'm coming to about shoulder height. Back is pulled, is long. Belly's pulled in. Hips are shifted back. You've got it. Nice job, guys. Don't forget to keep your chin up. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Sit up tall, lengthen the legs. We're going to go into our tricep extensions, back into that isometric hold. I want you to grab something a little bit more challenging, maybe for weight-wise, if that works for you. All right. Now, if for whatever reason, if coming back into a squat's not working for you, I want you to go ahead and do a tricep overhead extension standing tall. So this is another alternative. So if you want a little break, then you could go into a tricep overhead extension, slight little bend of the knee, okay? So make sure you choose whatever option works best for you. All right, bend the knees, shift forward, pull the belly in, elbows tucked in. Here we go, kick it back. We're gonna bang out these last few. We're started about 5 or 6 minutes past the hour. Trying to keep us on time. Good. I want you to squeeze that tricep on the up. Good. 15 to go. You got it, guys. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, nice job. All right, set those weights to the side. We've got one more standing. We're going to do our shoulder raises. Then we're going to move into our shoulder presses with our little pulses at the end. We're going to do 30 seconds of these and then another 20 seconds of those with the little pulses for about 10 seconds. Grab your weights. We're going to feel our shoulders tomorrow, just so you know. All right, sit up tall. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lift and lower. Remember, pull in through the armpit. Lengthen the arms. You got it. You look great. 15 more seconds here. Good. 8 seconds. Then get ready. We're going to move right into our lifts. All right. Bring your arms down. Come into almost like you're coming into a hammer curl. Bring your elbows up and press and lower halfway and lower your arms, not fully extending. Beautiful. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Start pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Beautiful. Love that little part at the end where like, oh, I can do this. Okay. All right. Shift your weights off to the side. We're going to come down onto the floor. Grab your strap. So remember, if you use the pillow to raise yourself up on that last round, please go ahead and do that again. It's really important that we don't feel any kind of compression in the pelvic area, but also that we can also feel a bit more comfortable. So taking the strap underneath the feet. Feet are a little wider than hip distance apart. We're going to cross our straps. So whichever one you have on top is the one I want you to start your rotations with. We're going to do 30-30. So we're going to do about 15 seconds of rotations, 15 seconds of just some shoulder openers without the rotation. Then we're going to scooch over to the other side, back to back. Stay tall, lifted, belly pull in, reaching through the heels, starting with that top arm, and rotate through the upper spine and back through center. And I want you just to notice, are you squeezing through your neck muscles here to make this happen? Let it come right from the shoulder and the upper spine. We got one more rotation. And then right away, come back through center, open up the chest. Use that arm and open up without the rotation. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now switch sides. Take that bottom one to the top, and we'll go right into it. Open and twist. I've got my right arm, and open and twist. It is not a huge twist. It's almost like you're looking over your shoulder. And and it's really controlled. I'm not really shearing my body to the right. I'm really nice and controlled. Nothing's moving but my upper spine. Last two. Good. Last one. Come back through center. Open the chest without the rotation. Keep your left shoulder or whatever shoulder's not working square. So if you find it rolling forward, bring it back. You want to stay wide through the clavicles. Keep going. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Relax your straps a little bit. Let your arms extend out forward. Bring your legs together. Inner thighs squeeze together. Heels are reaching fall. We're going into our half roll downs. Lengthen through the spine. You're going to exhale to roll over your femurs, and you're going to pull the belly in, reach through the heels, and then exhale, lift yourself back up. And halfway roll down. And all the way up. Now we're going to do about 10 more seconds using the straps, and then we're going to release the straps. And we're just going to do it with our body weight. And I want you to hold the shape. Good. Last two. Good. And last one. Pull yourself back in. Release the strap. Keep the arms outstretched. Lengthen through the spine. Half roll down. I want you to imagine you've got that strap still. Pull yourself back up. Imagine that you're working against that resistance. And back. Stay tall. So what you don't want to start feeling is like you're rounding through your low back here. You're trying to find that control in the low abs here. All right, last one. And then we're going to come all the way up, and we're going to do our half and halves. Halfway down, halfway up. Halfway down, halfway up. Keep going. Stay lifted, stay lifted. I know it's hard because you want to go into that the lumbar area just to help support us, and your abs really are maybe getting a little tired. Keep going for 3 and 2 and 1. Oh, nice job. Rest your hands. We're going to roll all the way down to the floor. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Begin just by giving your low back a little stretch, a little bit of opening through the glutes as well as the low back. Now we did a single leg lower and lift. We're going to start there, and then we're going to invite a double leg. So begin with your right leg lifted. Left knee in towards the heart, hands behind the head. Lift up into your forward flexion. Keep your belly pulled in, and then lower. Exhale to lift. And lower. And lift. Feel that lift coming from the use of the abdominals to help control the leg coming up towards the sky. Good. We're going to do 2 more like this. Last one. Keep your right knee bent. Extend your left leg. And lower. Keep your upper body lifted. Chin is lifted. Let your head rest in your hands. Inhale as you lower your leg. Exhale as you pull it back up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your left knee. Extend both legs for 5 lower and lifts. Doubles. And lift. I'm only going about halfway, if that. Stay here. 2 more. Last one. Bend your knees. Bring your knees in towards your heart. And then you're going to exhale, lift, and lower. 10, 9, 8. Use your abs to pull your bum off, the sacrum off the floor. Strengthening that deep abdominal muscle. Beautiful. For 3, 2, And 1. Bring both feet down to the floor. Rest your shoulders down onto the floor. Last one, we're going to go into our oblique crisscross, and then we're done for the day. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, rotate your right towards your left. Keep your pelvis stuck in space. Come back through center, over to the other side, back through center. No movement through the pelvis. Beautiful. Beautiful. Excellent, guys. Great job. Beautiful. All right, we've got 10 seconds left. Keep going. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, everyone. Whew. Great job. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give your back and your glutes a little stretch here. As you're ready, extend your legs up to the sky. You can gently bring your hands right underneath, just below the knee, and or right onto the thigh. And you're just going to flex the heels and give your hamstrings a little stretch here. You don't have to raise your upper body. I don't know why I did that, but that's just kind of where my body went. And you're going to feel a nice stretch through the hamstrings. And then as you're ready, begin to bend the knees. Bring your feet down to the floor. Widen your knees about as wide, feet about as wide as the mat. And just gently windshield wiper your knees. Now nothing too heavy, not too fast. Really just gently to mobilize a bit through the hip area. Beautiful. Good. And then as you're ready, we'll slowly come up to a seated position. So take your time to come up right back onto your sits bones. If you have to leave, go ahead. I'm going to finish up here for a little bit more stretches, and then we're going to be done. Make sure you stretch and drink water. So feet are nice and extended out long, sitting up onto the sits bones. Extend your arms up overhead to create length through the spine, and then as you're ready, come into a forward fold. And just for a moment here, notice what's being turned on. Notice what your back, your legs feel like, what the low back feels like. And take a moment here to guide your upper body down through the heart space. You're staying long through the back, so we're not collapsing forward. And then as you're ready, walk your hands back through center. We're going to go into a real quick butterfly here, just to open up through the hips. Now, if bringing your heels in towards your midline doesn't feel comfortable, bring them further away so that you have a little more space. You can stay lifted and holding onto your ankles, just lifting up through the spine and maybe allowing the knees to kind of soften over to their respective sides. If you want a little bit of a lengthening through the back as well as the glutes, you can come into a gentle forward fold. Again, you're not trying to force your body down. It's trying to really come into a gentle, almost really comfortable forward fold here. So tomorrow night I have my Relax and Restore yoga class. It's really a nice kind of yin style class. Really long holds, a little bit of a flow, and then we'll kind of finish off with some longer holds. And then Wednesday's class, come on up. We're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to open up our feet nice and wide in a nice V. Wednesday's class is our stretch, circuits and stretch, and typically it's been more circuits than stretch. So this Wednesday, it is going to be really a half and half. So we are going to spend a good 25 minutes doing some really nice stretches. So if you're coming to class, just make sure you've got a strap. If you've got that elastic strap, bring it with you because we're going to need it. I'm going to go into some nice stretches through the hips and just give our whole body a nice little stretch as well. The Relax and Restore class on Tuesday evenings, I have to tell you, every Tuesday night I go to bed and I sleep like I've never slept before. So it's really nice and good for our nervous system to just calm down. All right, slowly walk your hands back through center. And we're going to just take the left ankle over the right knee and just open up here into a gentle figure four stretch. And I'm sitting up nice and tall, and I'm going to just gently come forward. Really, really gently, not too deep or too quickly. You're going to feel that nice stretch right through the glutes here. Also feel a little stretch to the hamstrings too on the lengthened leg. And then come all the way up and then cross your right ankle over the left, open up the hip and just allow the weight of the knee to fall over, and then come into a gentle forward fold. And then as you're ready, come up nice and tall. Beautiful. Let's come up to standing real quick and just do a little stretch through the shoulders, and then we are done for the day. All right. So beginning with the right hand crossing over your center, you're going to hook it on with your left. Drop the shoulder blade down and reach with the right hand away from your body without rotating. So keeping your body kind of stuck in space here. And you feel that gorgeous stretch right through the deltoid. Great. And then switch sides. Left across the right, towards the right, and hook the right arm onto the left. Beautiful. And release. Good. Shake it off. Let's take a nice big deep inhale. Bend the knees. Circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. And a deep exhale. Release the hands down. And one more time. Breathe in. Bring the palms together like two magnets. Exhale down to heart center. And let's finish off with a nice round of applause for each other for coming today and for showing up, which is 99.9 of the challenge.